Okay, let's see if this works. It's been a minute. Hey, it still works. Hey everybody, welcome into Sunday Night Family Dinner with me, Widget33, Andy B, whatever it is you like to call me. Hope you guys are doing alright tonight. It's been a minute. I've missed the last two. We scheduled off Easter because we needed to rest. I'm kind of glad I did because it was a busy week and a rough week last week. I was home from work a couple days. Stomach was not right, and but we're good. Hey Outdoors, how you doing? You still sweating back there? I know it's a hot one today. It's definitely a hot one today. But yeah, so we were off last Wednesday just because we really were not feeling well. Stomach was not there, could not hold it in. So we're excited to get back to it today and get some Sunday night family dinner cooked for you guys. It's an interesting one tonight. We do have a request. We are doing, let me make sure that I pronounce this correct. Chicharron, prensado, Gorditas. So this is like the chicharrones, the skin and all of that, and meats and all the good stuff, basically squeezed down into this guy. It's full on kind of like brick form, if you will. A great guy at work got this for me in Mexico and brought it over. So we are going to be trying it out. I've never had gorditas or tacos like this. I've watched quite a few recipes this week on it. So I'm excited to try it out and see what it's like. I imagine it's going to be delicious. We are going to make like a red salsa to go with it. So it should be good. We've also got, we're going to make our own gorditas from scratch. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll see. And then we're going to do just like a quick beans, some refried beans, some yellow rice I'm cheating on the rice, I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff. We're going with the quick yellow rice on that one to go in with some of our filling and stuff. So we have a lot to do today. There is a lot to do. How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing alright. How's your Sunday treating you? Lazy Sunday? Getting stuff done? What are we doing out there? I take a drink because, like I said, it is hot. It is currently 80.4 degrees in my kitchen and 83 degrees outside. So, heyo, Mikey Six Gun, how you doing, man? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. How you doing? Doing good, man. Doing good. We're excited to cook some Sunday night family dinner, and it's been a minute. This is gonna be interesting. I was just showing off the our chicharron prensado. Got about half a kilo. So much stuff this week, dude. I feel ya. Last week, throw it in the garbage. After Easter, like I planned to take Easter off. Easter was good. But then that whole week was just a heckin' week. We'll just pick it up, Kobe it into the garbage, and keep moving forward. Are you on tonight then? I know I didn't see you on Monday, but hopefully we'll see you tonight then. Nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, I got a lot I gotta do today. The more and more I think about it, there is a lot to do. Power's out most of the week? Dang. That sucks. That is es no bueno. That is a big F. You're correct, Doors. Big F. A storm, or are we getting upgrades, or what we got going on out there? Bag for our scraps and our trash. We're set up. Let's get our hands washed. Rammed into the power line and blew up. Dang. That sucks. The county was without power for a few days. Oh, dang. So it wasn't even just you. It was the whole shebang. Wow. That is rough. That is rough. Okay, I can't imagine ramming into all of those transformers and doing all that stuff. And not the good kind of transformers. We're not talking Optimus Prime here. We're talking about supplying the city with the power transformers. I would hope that they would either hopefully there wasn't alcohol involved, but there could be something like that. So, or you never know. You never know. I'm not gonna speculate. But what I am going to do, though, is get ready for this. Exclamation point menu has the recipe. It's not really a recipe today. It's more of a video. That's the best video I could find with, thank God for, like, YouTube having closed captions, and then they'll translate the closed captions, which is fantastic. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm not on YouTube as much as probably I should be. So, no heat and no power. Ooh. See, we have the opposite right now. We got full power, but we have no AC, and it's 83 degrees. But hopefully, I guess you guys don't have gas there either. That's rough. That is, you guys were roughing it. Full on, like, Pioneer Day. Diced tomato. My gosh, what is going on, my guy? It's been a long minute since I've seen you around. What you doing, brah? What you doing? Welcome in. We're Sunday night family dinner here. We're getting ready to start prepping some dinner for the fam. Do a little bit of cooking. Road to Atlanta in 2 weeks. Very nice, very nice. Should be a good time. Take it easy on her. Take her easy on her. Don't want her to, about to dinner yourself. Very cool. Yeah, I was doing a quick peruse. I saw you and Bam Bam there. We're doing some racing. Back with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Nice. It looks so fun. I haven't gotten a chance to play it. I've seen a few streams. It looks really, really fun. So I'm excited to see what you got going on with that, Mikey. But welcome in again, guys. Welcome in. Let's switch on over. Let's show the stuff, shall we? It's hella fun. Nice. It looks really well done. Like, I never got into Borderlands. It wasn't my deal. I like the art and stuff. I just never got the time to, like, sit down. The past, like, those 10 years where they were out, all three kids were growing and doing the things, and I had very limited time for video games. So it's one of those ones I'd like to go back and revisit. And then now I've seen this one, and I just want to kind of go do that. No, we'll see. Again, I'm still too little time, too many video games to play. Let's get our ingredients out here, though. Alright, so we got, basically we're going to make a salsa rojo that we're going to do up. We've got our tomatoes, our onions. Like I said, we have our chicharron. We've got some dried peppers there as well. We've got a few serranos. Get those out here. Come on out there. So a few serranos. We got some tomatillos. 2 is awesome. 3 kind of sucked. This one is amazeballs. Nice. Like I said, it's been getting great reviews and it looks fantastic. So we got our tomatillos. We got some cilantro. What's that guy doing? Is it just a really tall one? Oh no, it was just coming out. Hold on to that paper towel so that it doesn't get all mushy when I put it back. Get a little bit of garlic. There's a lot going into this one today. Like I said, there is quite a bit to go on with this one. And then, like I said, we're gonna do some beans, and we're gonna do some Wicked Kitten. Look at this. It's like a mini tadpole reunion. What's going on? Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. That's a cool one, Doors. Where'd that one come from? I don't know where that one is. Where did that Litten? Is that a shiny Litten? Is that what that is? Pop it in to see the eats. We're just getting started, so check back in a little bit. But we got everything here now. It's a wondrous glory. I said a gentleman at work, a great, it's A-Drives? Okay. A great guy at work brought me in this is the Chicharron prensado. It's about a half a kilogram. So it's not going to feed everybody, but not everybody in the fam is going to eat this. I know it. One doesn't eat pork, and the other one is 10 or 11, so he doesn't eat much of anything. So we got chicken to go for him when the time comes. We'll get the chicken prepped. I'm trying to think of what's going to be the best. I need to come up with a game plan here. I should have done this before stream, really, and I just wasn't even thinking about it. Here's my Post-its. Marker. Okay, so we need to do the meats. We need to do the salsa rojo. Well, salsa rojo's got to go first. Salsa's got to come first before the meat. Then the meat. The beans can come after that and give some time to sit. The rice is easy stuff. And the gorditas are going to be, I think, the last piece. Because I want the gorditas. They are going to be fresh. Oh, that's why I forgot to get that part out. More for you? Exactly. More for you and me. And we'll see if we can get it right. We got the good stuff. The good stuff. So if we can get this right, if we can get our gorditas right, that means hopefully we can get tortillas right. And if we can get tortillas right, so... Salsa negra? The goods, exactly, Doors. It's the goods. We do have a recipe for the gorditas, which is basically just salt, corn flour, and a little bit of water coming out into the paste. I am not an abuela. I do not have a stone grinding machine. I don't have a camul, but I'm going to do the best with what I got. Bitter and spicy. It's a great combo for salty chicken wings. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Take note of that if we could, Doors. Salsa negra. We'll do some research into there. We're trying to expand our minds and expand our foods. Appreciate it, sir. Appreciate it. Alright, so I think the first thing I really want to do is get started on the salsa rojo, because some of that is going to be used to cook into the chicharron when we get that going. So let's do that up first. Move some of these shenanigans out of the way. Yep. I fall over the mat today. Alright, so we're going to use, I think, about 2 cloves of garlic. And I can't do the whole... Aha! I got it pretty close. Jacques was right. He just made a mess. We give it the old smackaroo. Push them all into the sink. Yep, that's an open one. I'm going to have to use that one because it came... See, this is why I don't like it. This one busted. Well, I was trying to do it. Busted garlic. Alright, let's get our tomatillos out. Taking our casings off those guys. What we're going to do is we're going to get all this stuff out. We're going to get it washed. We're going to roast it real quick for a little while. And then get it into some water and let it boil. Do its thing. And then we'll get it into the food processor. Get it nice and blended up. And we'll see where it goes from there. We will see. Sweet. Sweet. These things are, I forgot the tomatillos are like sticky. It's such a strange thing that it grew in its casing. It's kind of cool. Kind of like inside. This bowl will work. Get them washed. Alright, so we're going to leave, say, one of the tomatoes for a garnish. So that we have some of that. We got our head of lettuce down there too. I'll bring that out when we're closer. We'll get that chopped up. We've got some queso cheese. I think I've got salsa verde. I'll dig that out. And that'll all get to kind of top up on side of it. So, let's get our tomatoes. Gonna show you what we got going on with this guy. Get these washed. Definitely take that sticker off. Nobody wants to eat a sticker. Sit there for a few minutes in the water while I get the other stuff ready. Cilantro is going to go in at the end. That's easy stuff. The garlic as well. Let's get these peppers done up. So question, I've never had this before. This was recommended to me, like I said, from an awesome guy at work. So I'm doing it on his recommendation, and based on, like I said, he brought me the Chicharron. So I have never had this. Has anybody ever had this? Now I am going to de-seed these. That's the one thing I did watch. So they take the seeds out of them. So they just do a nice little cut. And they dump right out. That's pretty good. I've got most of them. Yeah, most of them. Not bad, not bad. Nope. Doris, I know you haven't. If I haven't had it, then Doris most likely hasn't had it either. Shocker, I know. Who would have guessed it?
It's crazy.
Right? It is crazy. Who would have guessed it?
Not me.
Living in the same house for the last however many years. Who would have thought it?
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Try not to dox your age. That was what I did. I caught myself there. Caught myself.
Being docs, man.
Not doctors. They're doxing. Alright, so we got those de-seeded. Let's get our... Just a quick hone. Let's get them cut up. There we go. Not bad, not bad. And again, these are all going to get blended up. I'm just trying to roast them real quick to get a little bit of flavor on them. That's my understanding of why they do it when they prepare this dish. Like I said, they also have these awesome, like, I believe it's called a kamul, like an outdoor flat, like cast iron directly over a fire. Or you can get it as a flat dish ware to cook with. I do not currently have one of those. Let's break them apart. I don't want to roast them too long because they do get bitter if, from what I've read. I want to give them just enough to give them flavor and then go from there. Kind of nice and red. You see that? Yeah. That seed is where that heat is. Okay, let's switch over here. I can show you what I'm working with. Show you what you're working with. Oh, bam. Yep. So I'm just using this nice cast iron flat plate, if you will. Not really sure what to call it, a platter. It was a nice Le Creuset, Le Croissant, however you say it. My wife won at work, so it worked out well. Griddle. Yeah, it's a griddle. Fancy thing. Yeah, I like Doris's explanation better. Alright, I'm just gonna get these top of these tomatoes cut off. Or just gonna put them straight on. They are going to get a little charred, they're going to get a little brown, they're going to do their thing, and that's okay. We're going to let them do their thing. This is what's going to help build flavor and build it into the salsa. Oh yeah. Sizzling when I just put it on. I think our paring knife has seen better days, I believe. I think that's what's happened. Yeah, our paring knife has seen better days. Let's see if we can give it a quick hone. Let's try that. Alright. Not bad. Alright. This is probably more than I need, but that's okay. A little extra salsa is not bad. And I do want to use a little bit of the salsa rojo. Like I said, I do have chicken in there as well. So not all of it's going to go into the pork. There we go. Yep, age caught up with it. Yeah, it has. Luckily, paring knives are pretty cheap for the most part. Just gotta grab a new one, that's all. So again, I know I've been off since Easter. That's the last time. The Wednesday before Easter was the last time I was streaming. But it doesn't mean I haven't been cooking. I've been doing lots of the good things, doing the research. Still enjoying it. The most important part. Let's get these peppers on there too. And last but not least, these little pepper guys. Smell good, not too hot though. There we go, they're doing their thing now. They're doing their thing, looking good. Looking good. Let's get our garlic on there. Garlic. We need to get these flipped here pretty quickly too, because they're not going to take too long. I don't want to burn them. I do want, like I said, do want to char, don't want to burn. It is a very toasty. That last piece of garlic on there. Get very, very toasty. Alright. Get a little bit of this onion too. Smells good? Awesome. I appreciate that. You know, it's always different when we try different things, so you never know. Alright, so there's the basis for our salsa rojo. It is mostly all in there. You got the garlic, we got onion, we got two types. We got the dried chilies and the serrano chilies. We got tomatoes and the tomatillos. Those are all doing their thing. We're going to use this quarter for garnish. There we go. Yeah, and then these are going to go into some waters and cool down or cook down. So we'll get them prepped and ready. This half an onion. I'll need some of this onion for the refried beans. So I'll cut that up. Another quarter out of that. So like I said, we'll have the chicharrones, we'll have the refried beans and rice with all the toppings and fixings, and the gorditas will be fresh. So get a little rotation. Alright, so we're getting there. Stretch real quick before we get in. Need a hat. There we go. Now we're good. Now we feel better. Alright, so like I said, these are all roasted and doing their things. That right there. So they're all doing their things. We're going to get them into some water here shortly once they're all nice and toasty. Let them boil for probably about 20 or 30 minutes and do their thing. And then once that's good, we'll take them out and take some of that water out and make the salsa rojo. There should be an, oh yeah, it's coming all together animated redeem. We can come up with something like that. Put it in the idea bucket, please, Doors. I can get to it. We have actually Doors. Can you test out my new command? I want to see if she works. Could you give me a shout out from Mikey Sixgun here?
Got him.
Yeah. Got him.
That's one of the bitty emotes, the bitty soundboards.
It does work, yeah. I was working on this last night. I was ready to rack my brain out, and I know Twitch Guru has the paid one and all that, but we got it for free. For free, boys! Taking the dried peppers off. I don't want them to get burnt. But yes, that is a free clip call out that is out there. If you join the Leorian board Discord, they have all this great stuff on there. Chris with 3 Z's, I think it's 1508. It's his extension. Works really, really well. So go check him out. Give him a follow. Trying to give him some support for that awesome tool that he has for us out here. And this is super friggin' blown out. Let's do. There we go. A little better. Pull the lever, Kronk. That's right. Pull the lever! Alright. I think these are about good. Let's get them in. Oh yeah, those tomatillos are nice and toasty. No worries, I'll switch this over in just a second once I get them all off of here. Okay, do not pick up the hot tray barehanded. That would not be smart. Wrong lever. There's our guy. Let's get some waters in here. Alright, let's get our waters. There we go. So we're getting to let that boil down for a little bit, kind of soften everything up. It's got that nice char flavor, and then when it comes out, we'll get it in the food processor. We use a little bit of that water too to kind of get that nice salsa rojo for our chicharron. The good stuff. Loving the One Piece music, as always. Oh yeah. For those that don't know, if you don't know, now you know. I'll give you a quick update here. So, last week was a heckin' week, but we were busy. We did actually get our scheduled tattoo done. So, we have our nice new Chainsaw Man and Makima to match with our Luffy. We're almost there. We got one more to go. One more and we'll be good. We had them offset it so they weren't perfectly lined up. We'll have a nice brick pattern coming down, so we're almost there. We're almost there. Alright. Now comes the fun part. Now comes the fun part. Looks so cool. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Let's get our chicharron cut up there. We got our salsa on the over here. We'll have our chicharron right there. And we will need a pot for these as well. Alright, let's get this chopped up. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this chopped up. We're going to get it in about 3 to 4 cups of water. Let it kind of rehydrate and get itself down. And then kind of cook out just a little bit, not a lot. And then the salsa rojo is going to go in and sit kind of nicely with it. So, it just smells like a ham. All coming together. It just smells like ham. You can kind of see some of the marbling and stuff. I guess let me give you a better picture. There you go. Get out of the package and whatnot. Yeah. I own 880. What is that? This is chicharron prensado. It's chicharron, so the pork skin, some meat and fat and everything else, basically compressed into a brick that is later rehydrated, which we're doing now, and then cooked up to serve as a taco. Pork is pig, yes, correct. It is pig. So there we go. Ooh. Definitely a little tougher to break up. Of dude, where's my car? I don't know, dude, where's your car? Do you have a pizza here for Smokey McPot? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm lost here, Mufasa. You're losing me here. The humblest badass alive. Alrighty then. Together the time I saw dude. It's one of those great bad movies, I don't know. Because there is no end thens. There are no end thens. See, this is really like... See, it's kind of fried up. These are the chicharrones. There's the skin that's already been fried once. So those are kind of compressed with it too. So a nice sharp knife is definitely needed for this. We're just going to cut it up into a bunch of small chunks basically, and then it was better than Napoleon Dynamite? Yes. I'm glad we are past the Napoleon Dynamite stages. Where would I even buy this? This was bought in Mexico. We are in SoCal, so we were able to acquire some thanks to a great friend at work. And but it is a Mexican product, if you will. Again, just nice little chunks. We're just trying to get it chopped up again, rehydrated, doing its thing. A standing ovation at the bar last night. Did you now? Barb, the bowling alley manager. Okay. Like, were her scalped potatoes jacked, or like, who's Barb? I don't know who Barb is. For those that can get it, the Scout Potato Barb reference is a Trailer Park Boys reference. So it's kind of like a fatback almost is what I'm getting in some of this, which I love fatback as it is.
That's right. That's the way she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes it doesn't. She didn't go. That's the way she goes.
Ray is right. Ray has not been wrong. It's not rocket appliances, exactly. It's all water under the fridge. Rickyisms are another great one. I love when those come up. Two birds stoned at once. Then we did pass 420. We did miss our 420 stream, so unfortunately, it's the way she goes sometimes. Alright, so we got our nice chicharron cut up here. Let's get it into the bowl. The grease from that will actually help nicely. So there we go. Best case Ontario. That's another good one. I forget best case Ontario. So many good Rickyisms. So what we're going to do is basically get this covered in water, probably a little bit higher, and really let it go and do its thing, and just kind of rehydrate a lot of this before we put the salsa rojo in. So let's get some water on it. Like I said, just enough to about cover it. I know it's kind of hard to see there, but just about covered. Let it do its thing. Switch back here. I'll show you what's going on this guy. Going to town. Getting all nice and soft. Should be excellent for when we're ready to make our sauce. Alright, so those guys are good to go. Nice. We're going to give those about an hour or so. Or the tomatoes and stuff are going to take about a half hour. We're going to let them sit for about a half hour so they're not blazing hot when we get them into the food processor. The whole time the chicharron's going to be going, and then we'll get them together and let it do its thing. Like Trailer Boys walk, so that Sonny would be involved in a 20-car pileup. True. I keep trying to get into Always Sunny, and sometimes I can, and sometimes I just can't. I need to give it another chance, because some of it is funny, and some of it, I guess, is just the people for me. They don't do it. They're just not funny people for me. I don't find them funny. So, and again, that's just a personal one. Alright. So while that's going, we'll put the lid back on that. Let it do its thing. Is that okay? And that's where I always get tough. Like, first season is so harsh. Like, it's just, yes, they're funny, but the people themselves. But then I see all the Danny DeVito stuff, and I'm like, yeah, he's probably the savior of it, and you're right. I'll give it a chance. I'll bust through season 1, we'll get into season 2, and then see how she goes. It really is. It's just like, they're trying to be so edgy from the get-go that it was too much, I think, and it's just, I don't know. Like, some of it's funny, and just some of it's really not. Alright, so those are going. Our chicharron is going. Next, I want to get the beans going so that we'll have refried beans when the time comes. So, let me do that. Let's see. Beans. Let me switch over. Boom. So I'm using the Sun Vista pinto beans. Pick it up halfway through the first scene, and that's when it started hitting its stride. Okay. Again, I'll give it another chance. We're what are we watching now? Oh, we're watching Food Wars right now. So Food Wars is very unique. Get most of that water dumped. Alright, let's get our onion and garlic done out. So for the refried beans, what I do, I cheat. Like I said, I use the canned beans, deep fried moans. I use the canned beans just because they're already softened and good to go. I'm going to chop up some onion, a little bit of garlic and cumin. I'm going to get them done down in the lard. Let that fry up a little bit, and then get the beans in and just kind of let them go low and slow and do their thing. And then when it's all said and done, when we're getting ready to close, I'm going to get out the, why am I losing my mind? What's it called? My vertical blender. I can't remember the name of it right now. Why am I having such a brain fart? My, gosh dang it. Cannot think of the name of it to save my life. Immersion blender, that's what it is. I was thinking vertical blender. I was like, that's not right. Immersion blender. I cannot think today. I think it's just so hot in this damn kitchen. A little bit of this. Use a little bit of that Farmer John's. I'm blender, baby. Oh yeah? Well, my immersion blender is gonna have blackjack and hookers. A big old scoop of that in there. Of course, it doesn't want to turn on. This front blender, I'm telling you, the front burner has been giving me trouble. My shiny metal fans, that's right. Find my shiny metal fan. Fanny, if you will. So the Farmer John's lard, digging it, worked out well for me. Keep it wrapped up so that it doesn't bleed into everywhere. Turn this down. Just a little. Just a little. Un poquito. Let's get some garlic out again. Where's that end? There it is. Okay. Nice little bit of garlic. Told that by an abuela. Got a hard lard in the mix. That's what I'm saying. It for many other things too, honestly. It just works better. Like pork is on the menu, I believe more often than not, for most of the Mexican food that I eat, which is pretty decent here in San Diego. And the pork is on point. Garlic, let's do that second. Since it is an aromatic, we don't want it to go in all the ways. Sizzle, sizzle. So I'm going to be truthful with y'all. None of this scares me just yet. So far, so good. I'm really kind of worried about the dang Gorditas. Senor Douglas Judy and his Gordita fans from south of the border are worrisome to me because I am never I'm still not fully comfortable with Senior Douglas Judy. Upgrades, people, upgrades. That's the other one. I forgot that one. I knew it was on the list and I forgot to get to it. That'll be a this week project.
Doug Judy, I wish you were alive, Doug Judy. God will give you a high five, Doug Judy.
Yes, Senior Douglas Judy. He is a unique individual, always causing chaos, always doing the problems, always doing the things. A little worried about him. But I'm just softening these onions, trying to get them down in that and the lard, nice and good. Not trying to fry them, but get them good. We'll get the garlic in for a minute, and then we'll get our beans and stuff in and kind of let it go slow and low. Smelling really, really good in here, though. My house smells delicious. I'm gonna say that. It's very, very nice in here. Onions are almost there. Yeah, let's get that garlic in there. Get that garlic. Right? Smells good.
That smells good.
It's a good thing to have in the house. A good smell.
No, you need yourself an exhaust fan straight to my room. I need the smell. That does smell good.
Right? Looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Alright, so the garlic's going to sit in there for about a minute. We don't want it to go too long. And then we'll get these beans in. Once our beans are in, well, I don't know. Once our beans are in, we should be pretty good. Samosas for late. Ooh, those sound delicious. They do sound delicious. I've not had samosas. I've only had the Trader Joe's ones here recently. It's the most recent ones I've had. I took them to work because they put like chicken tikka masala basically on the inside side of the samosa, which is decent. Trader Joe's usually does a good job, but it's not really I wouldn't consider it like a good samosa. It's a decent samosa, but not a good samosa. Alright, so that's looking good. Beans in. Beans are on, they're doing their thing. We're still keeping an eye on our salsa rojo. We should be pretty close here. We've been in for about, 15 or so minutes. Give it about another 10. Well, the rice is going to be one of the last things to go. It only needs, I think, a small amount of time. Yeah, they give it 20 minutes. It'll be closer to when we get to the Gorditas. We get the food processor out and get that ready. Let's get our area cleaned up. Screw it. We'll do it here on this guy. So hopefully you can see what's going on. Oh, no, I can't even do it. The cord's not long enough. Gosh dang it. We need a longer cord. Clean up our food processor real quick here. Must have used it for some sort of Doug last time we used it. Yeah. First skateboard since I was 16. Oh my gosh. What kind of deck you getting? What are we getting? Are we getting the complete? We're going to just go straight out buy the complete from CCS. We're going to Zoomies. We supporting our local skate shop. How we doing this? Creature, yeah. So we're talking like 8.5 by 8.5 wide. A little bit on the bigger side. Creature peoples are good. I met quite a few of them over the years. There's a lot of good skaters on there. Built from CCS. Yeah. Oh, 9. Okay, you're going big boy. You're going cruiser style. I'll show you what ours is. Ridden in probably like 4 years, but we go Mike Carroll, girl, Hello Kitties, with our red Swisses. We've got our girl wheels as well, Venture trucks. I know these are the Tensors. So we get out there when we can. Do a kickflip. No, I could probably, but I'd probably give myself a nut tap when I do it. Pair of Osiris D3s. You gotta go old school. Gonna have to go like way back, like Airwalk Carrot Tops. Those were my jam right there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so our Chicharron smells good. I think we're about good on this. So I'm gonna pull that off and give it a chance to cool down. Gotta take it back, man. Take it way back. Absolutely. So let's give...
What are these smells coming out of this kitchen?
Hopefully they're good.
They are. It really smells good.
Hopefully. We shall see. We're about to do the salsa rojo. It's been doing its thing. They're all nice and broken down.
They smell yummy.
Right? Give us a quick overview to the chat here.
You should.
Bam.
It's gorgeous.
Nope, wrong one. Nope, wrong one again. Gosh dang it. There we go. So again, this is all nice and broken down. Tomatoes are soft. There's those dried peppers. Look how nice and red they are now. Nice and soft. These are still, yeah, see, it's pretty soft. Tomatillos, butter. And our onion should be good. I'm gonna let it cool just a second before I put it into the food processor. I don't want to burn the crap out of myself. I'm gonna lose light here for a moment. There we go. This is the only bad part. We only have so many outlets in the kitchen, and I've run out of outlets. Everything is full. 2 lights, coffee maker, and the Google. This is running 2 lights. That's running the computer. Like, all my outlets are just full. I need more outlets in the kitchen. Would be nice. Alright, I'm gonna leave this in because it's super hot and I don't want to drag it around everywhere. Alright, where's our... Oh yeah. Get those tomatoes in first since they're the biggest ones. Hopefully our food processor holds up here. Supposed to be one of the better ones as reviewed by America's Test Kitchen, but you know how that goes. Sometimes they be wrong. It happens. Hey, Recipe Reborn, how you doing today? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday. I know the curse cooking was going on earlier. It's probably still going. The blue taki souffle. Looks pretty good. We're just now making some of our salsa rojo. Yard work. I'm doing well, much better. Last week was a rough week. Wasn't feeling well. It was a heckin' week at work and coming off everything, but feeling pretty good right now. Just loading up our food processor. Let's see if I can show. Yeah, there we go. About to get this chomped up. Give it that nice pulse. Ooh, man. Ooh, man. Let's get a little bit of salt in there, too, while we're thinking about it. Send you something that's not a... It's not a 9-inch, but it looks dope AF. What we got here? Hold on, let me take a look. Looks yum, thank you so much. Doris, could you give me a shout out for a Recipe Reborn as well? A great food and drink streamer here on Twitch. Doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I believe Final Fantasy cooking and some schoolwork now and again. Oh, that is a heckin' creature board. Yeah, man. Hey.
Pathetic.
Pathetic. Kupo pathetic.
Can I?
Love it.
No, she's not doing it anymore.
Of course you wouldn't, because it would be on there. She looks so sad.
Kubo, do the thing.
Nice. That's perfect Kupo right there. Perfect Kupo.
Now she's just sad. Okay, thank you for indulging me.
Yes. Always an
Yeah,
indulging.
no, she's tired. She's sad beyond her.
Get a little bit of that water in there. She is. At least she's smart. I feel like my dog is not smart. That's just me. But very, very precious. You're correct. Let's get it going now. There we go. Woo. Oh yeah. So that is delicious. Salt. That's what I said. I went back there for salt and I forgot. What am I doing? Not thinking. That's what I'm doing. That is quite amazing, honestly.
Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. Don't it, Willie?
Yeah, boy. Is that not what the pile of leaves were for, though, Lemon? I mean, they're to pee on, are they not? Alright, with that salt in there, let's get a little blend. Perfect. Alright, let's move that out of the way. I need to get the chicken out as well. Alright. Let's go back. Perfect. Get this into a bowl for now. So I can get it out of there. Oh. I know it's kind of a weird ASMR, but it, Ooh. Smells good, right? Yeah. Could listen to that all day. That's the strange thing about ASMR. Like you can listen to them all day. It's unique for each person too. Like what sounds do them. You want to try and just dip it in there? You can try and just dip it in there. It's warm, so be careful. And don't double dip the chip.
I know.
No double dipping. Good.
Really good.
Good.
There's a nice good spice to it too.
Yeah.
I like coats my entire tongue.
Look, I'm trying to do dishes because Doors is on dishes today. It's his day to do dishes on Sunday, so I'm trying to do as many of them as I can while I'm cooking, so that he is. Well, that's your normal day.
And the day before. And the day
It
before.
wasn't the day before.
No one else did them, so I couldn't do it for Monday.
Oh,
It's the
feel
end.
like a. You hear it? You hear it? It's the world's. You guys hear that? You hear it? It's the world's saddest, smallest violin, playing a song just for Doors. Love you. Alright, we got our stuff going. Put our lid on that for now. Alright, our beans are going. Let's check on our beans. What do we got going on there? How are they doing? How are we doing? Need a little bit more time on those, obviously. But they're getting there. Alright, our chicharron is doing good as well. Alright, I'm going to take the lid off that because I kind of want the water to come off. You know what? Let's switch back. Let's go. There you go. So there is our chicharron. It's been going in just water. We rehydrated it so that it could be. It was very, very like a solid brick almost, like an oily, solid brick. So this is gonna help break it down. We're gonna get most of that water out. Then we're gonna put the salsa rojo in. While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna get that chicken prepped as well. A couple of chicken breasts, nothing crazy. So these are for the people in the house that do not eat pork, unfortunately. No problem with it. We can accommodate. So we're just going to do some shredded chicken, very similar in that salsa rojo as well, so that it can still have a chicken gordita while we have our chicharron gorditas. Again, I have never made gorditas. This will be the first time doing it from scratch. I am very concerned with Senor Douglas Judy. He is a international man of mystery and kind of worrisome. Wash hands, wash hands. Big smarts. I try, Doris. I try. We're running out of pots, though. Yeah, that should be enough. No, it won't be enough. Alright. Let's save some of this water. That's the water that we boiled everything in. Let's put our chicken in. Oh, that was close. Alright. Let's get our board and our knives washed. Excuse me. So yeah, I've never made gorditas. I've never made tortillas. I've watched a ton of videos on these gorditas, so hopefully. Fun fact. Do you know what gordita translates to? And I confirmed this with the guy at work. Does anybody know what gordita translates to without Googling it or looking it up? Fat lady? Little fatties, basically. Little fatties is what it translates to. Because gordo is fat or big, but it turns out into little fatties, basically. Still working on my Spanish. Being here in SoCal is something I want to have down. Just because it is spoken here, as more than half of the population speaks Spanish. I'd like to speak to at least half the population, you know? Or at least have the capability to be able to. Alright. Washed and cleaned. How's our chicharrones doing? Doing okay. Doing their thing. Yep. Our beans are popping off back there. They're popping off. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I've lined it out. They're doing their thing though. I'm gonna get them nice and soft. Good to go. And get the food processor out of the way. Alright. That's why I saved the water. We'll use a little bit of that water in the chicken now, since it's not going to get as much of the salsa rojo, so I'm going to use some of that water that we cooked it in to kind of give it some of that flavor. Let's see how we're doing. So yeah, it's kind of, since it's been rehydrated, it's definitely loosened up. Looking good, smelling good, doing all the things. Alright, so now, rice I said is the last 20 minutes. What are we at? 4:20? Nice, I looked at the right time. We're at 4:20. I'd say probably about 5 we'll get the rice started and let it do its thing. And the gorditas, we can kind of get those mixed up here shortly. I want to get the salsa rojo in the meat before I start even making the gorditas, just so I got it timed just about right. I want the gorditas to be fresh and do their thing. We are just going to do them, I think, on the skillet and puff up. So I'm going to use this opportunity to take a restroom break real quick, and then I will be right back. Don't go nowhere. We back. We back. Just had to use the restroom real quick. We're good. Alright, so our stuff is going. Our beans are boiling. Our meat is almost there and ready for our salsa rojo. Our chicken is going. I need a separate tong for our chicken. Basically, it smells like ham in the house. Well, yeah, it's all everything's coming up Millhouse. I think that's what I want. If it's coming all together, I think everything's coming up Millhouse is one of the best ones out there. We'll have to get that one done up. But you can kind of see it's kind of doing its thing. Swap over. Boom. Smelling delicioso. Right? It is smelling yummy. It's looking yummy. We're almost there. So we're going to mix up the salsa rojo that we have. We're going to split it between the two. Most of it's going to go in our chicharron, and then some of it's going to go with the chicken because we have the two deals going on. And then it's going to simmer probably for another hour after that or so. Just to really give it time to like seep in, get the flavor that it needs, kind of make the chicken crumbly, make sure that all of our chicharron, even the fried stuff, is really rehydrated all the way, all that flavor is soaked back up in. Because from what I understand, the chicharron, they take it all and it's compressed. Like when we started and you saw the brick, it's literally all those pieces shoved into like, usually like a bucket or something round, and just squeezed out. Like squeezing everything out, all that fat, all the oil, everything they can possibly squeeze out of it into this almost brick-like form. It was pretty tough to like cut up from the beginning. Cleaver probably would have been better than my small knife. But once that's done and the salsa rojo has time to do it, it should come out nice and soft. There should be no hard parts. And it should all really soak up the flavor of that between the chicharron and the salsa rojo. That's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. Alright. Pretty close. Chicken is going pretty well now. We're getting there. Let those beans cook off a little bit of that water too, so that way they're not too soggy. You want them nice and, I don't know, like that nice goo stage between liquid and solid. You don't want it to be one or the other, you kind of want it in between. That's where I like my refried beans anyway. Like I said, once those are done, we'll let it cool for just a minute. Hit it with that immersion blender to make sure all those skins and everything are tore up and then we're not getting those. And there should be a nice smooth goo-like refried bean. We're pretty close on this guy. Most of that water has come out now that we put in there. We did use filtered water just to make sure we didn't change anything too much. Nice. Thanks, Doris. I appreciate it. Just checking to see if there's anything left that's not getting hydration. close. Pretty close. Get another 3 minutes, and then we'll get that in there. Measuring. Try and measure out and see how much we got. 'Cause this is... How much is this? Quite a bit. Yeah, it's about 30 ounces or so. I'd say probably 30 ounces worth of the salsa rojo that we made up with. That was 4 tomatoes, like 6 tomatillos, 3 peppers, serranos, 3 dried peppers, 3 cloves of garlic. We're going with the 3s, obviously. We're Widget 33. We can go with the 3s. Even though we use 4 tomatoes, don't judge me. Alright. Oh yeah, that chicken's going to town. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely dried up now. Good. Alright, let's do this. Let's switch over so you can see it. It's about 2 cups of it worth. 2 cups worth of the salsa rojo. Get it mixed up. Alright, we turn the heat down. We're going to let it do its thing. It's going to get a nice simmer going on. It should take up all that flavor and really soak up well. We're just going to really let it do its thing now. I'm going to do the same thing to the chicken here shortly. It's got a little bit more water in there it needs to cook off. And then we'll use the rest of our salsa rojo and get her in there. We'll get started on these gorditas here shortly. Water out. Alright, salsa rojo. Put a little more in because we can. It's gonna be a little while. There we go. Excuse me. So that dang chicken looks pretty dang good too. I'm surprised with that. Well, we forgot the cilantro. That's what we forgot to go into the, That's alright. Let's do that now. Let's do that now. Oh. Get the cilantro chopped up and get it in there. Again, some of this will be for garnish as well, but they had some of it in the. Smells really good. Yeah, man. There you go. A little cilantro in there. Alright, we're done with that waters. And that'll be for our rice later. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. Here he comes. Senior Douglas Judy. Senior Douglas Judy is stepping up to the plates. And we're ready. We're ready. Alright.
Is it still hot out there?
Oh.
Doug
It is still hot out there.
I wish you were alive, Doug Judy. God will give you a high five. Doug Judy!
Alright, we're gonna step up the heat challenge in. We're still on our Carolina Reaper almonds. For those that don't know, Step Up the Heat is our heat challenge with these guys. We ask Google for a number between 1 and 10, and that's how many almonds I have to eat. So, hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 10. Drum roll. You see the number? The number's 10. Congratulations, Mikey. Congratulations on a perfect roll. Well done. Well done. So let's see. Let's count them out. Got him. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. He did the impossible. Perfect roll. So there we go. We got 10 in there. Count them up in 10. It's alright. That's why we made the redeem. We wanted it to be done. So, Mikey, thank you for the challenge. Everyone, cheers. Bottoms up. I haven't had them in a while. They're hot. This is my favorite. Is that guy? It's like a training video on like Old Country Buffet of how to talk to people. That's where it came from. I love it.
You're killing him. It has been like a hot minute since you got one.
Mm-hmm.
You had to go 10 right off the bat.
Right? I'm pretty sure it's Old Country Buffet. And he's like talking about sports and oh, how's the weather out there? Oh my god, it's so hot. Will you give me a water? Give me a lime water. I mean, do they even have those anymore? I don't even know if they have. Thanks, sir. Unofficial sponsor. Today we're drinking lime. Because we're basic. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the carving station etiquette. Because you want to have a conversation and be pleasant, but you don't want them to stay there forever and you don't want to be rude. And it was like this really badly done, like 1980s training film. The lime kind of helps. The lime and the acid kind of helps negate it down a little bit.
Murray, how are you now? Not so bad. You? Not so bad.
How are you now, Sarah? Hope you're doing good. Sorry you got the flat. Hope everything's okay. Was it early 90s? Okay. It looked very 80s. Like, if it could, I imagine, like, Po folks would have had that kind of video for their training at the restaurant. So you've come in just in time, Sarah. We've got We got stuff moving and grooving. Oh, wrong one. Full-size spare on the regular rim. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Po folks, man. Yeah, Mikey, po folks. I was born in Virginia for the first 5 years. It was my spot. I had a po folks shirt. I wore that thing everywhere. I love po folks and the hush puppies of po folks. Hush puppies, oh my god. Mind blown. Doors, put hush puppies on the list. I have not done hush puppies yet. That's only a matter of time. But yes, it is bubbly. It is delicious. Look at it do its thing. If you had seen where we had started with this, Sarah, it was crazy because that chicharron comes in like a block. Hold on. I'm going to show you. We're going to show you. Let's come back here. Let's just take a moment. Let's see. Images. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Can I turn Chrome on? TC, we got things moving and grooving. Absolutely, sir. Welcome in. Hope you're doing all right. Hope your Monday's going okay. Just getting ready to show them what this chicharron looked like. If I could turn on my Chrome. Where is Chrome? There it is. Boom. Oh, now we gotta move it up above something, the webcam. Oh. Why doesn't it want to display? Okay, we'll add anyone. Oh, Inception. You got full Inception. Alright, we're going back over. So this is the chicharron. Like, you see, it's like a brick. There's layers of all this stuff kind of pushed together. And it's formed out. It kind of is a little bit hard when it comes through. Because some of it is fried chicharron is mixed in there. Which is pork skin and other stuff. Just so that we're aware. We all know what's going on. We're big boys and girls here. Or wood elves and theys, thems, and whatever that we are. We're all big versions of ourselves. And we suck up and we eat this stuff. So yeah. Kind of like a chorizo cake, yeah. Monday's been pretty chill so far. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, chef. As I said, we're getting this chicharron going, so I'm excited for some tacos. They are bubbling away there on the thing. Meat cake. Yeah, it's pretty much a meat cake. We use about 1/2 kilogram. We were able to acquire this. This is not normally a product that is here, I don't believe. I believe it is a Mexican product, but we do have some great friends at work that live in Mexico. And a great friend of ours and a co-worker brought it in, and he gave me the idea for this dinner tonight, so much appreciation to him. I don't know if he's out there or not. I know he's got some busy things going on Sunday, and just like the heckin' week that I have, he has a very similar heckin' week to what I got, so I fully understand it. But it's smelling really good. We made a red salsa to go in it, salsa rojo, and it's been kind of jam. There you are. Yeah, see, Jam's here. Jam's our man. Jam is the guy that recommended this. He also brought us our chicharron prensado. So, thank you again, Jam. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we're gonna do it justice, and we'll see. Like I said, it's looking pretty good. It's smelling delicious. Just kind of letting it work its way down right now. I've got some chicken going on as well, just because my daughter doesn't eat pork, so I've got chicken going on, and I'm unsure if my youngest will eat it or not. Me and my wife and my indoors are going to demolish this. That's for sure. Like I said, the only scary part is Senor Douglas Judy and his Gorditas, but I think we're going to get it. Smells really good. That salsa rojo smells so good. Gotta head up and finish setting up tonight. Alright, sir. Mikey Six Gun, I really appreciate you stopping by. More than likely, you'll be seeing us when we are all said and done here. We'll be coming to raiding your way. So, I know it is still... Hold on. Soapbox. I'll get on my soapbox one more time. April is Autism Awareness Month. Mikey Six Gun is over there raising money for the Autism Society of America. Yeah, boy. Doors, could you hit me with a exclamation point AAM? He is raising money for the Autism Society of America. Each of those, like I said, it celebrates the differences. It's not, what is it? It's not Awareness Month. It is Acceptance Month. Everybody is aware that autism is a thing, but it's learning to accept that they may be different, but they are still people that need our help and need visibility brought to it, and not to be treated differently, treated the same. Just knowing that we're trying to raise money for the different needs that they do have. So again, I probably worded that awful. I'm awful at this. Go show Mikey Six Gun some love when we raid into him tonight. Like I say, he's trying to raise some money for it. It goes to a great cause. Off my soapbox. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this on Senior Douglas Judy. So, I have a printout for this one. Of course, Mikey. Of course, sir. Always. We got your back, man. We got your back. You did. I appreciate it. I try. I fumble words all the time. You done did good. Oh, shucks. I appreciate it. Enjoy your time setting up, and like I said, you'll probably see us, and we might eat a little earlier than tonight. We might be done by 6 of this show. We might be over a little bit early. But for these guys, I've got a recipe that I got. Let's see. I don't think I linked it in. I'll have to update my recipes. She did a great job of showing what needed to be done for the Gorditas. And it's just 2 cups of corn flour, some salt, and then like a 1 3/4 cup of water, basically. It's just water, salt, and corn flour. The technique is the one that's probably going to kill me, because I'm unsure that I'm going to be okay at this. But I am going to get the parchment out so that we don't dry it out. That there. Put them between the 2. Alright. Let's do this up. I don't have it in here, do I? Oh, hold on. We got it. Oh, can we make that smaller? Hold on. So we can keep an eye on it while we're doing the stuff. Doing it live. There we go. So we can keep an eye on our chicharrones. There we go. So let's get our corn flour out. Hopefully we got the good stuff. This is what was recommended. It was the sought after one. It is a white corn flour, not a yellow. So it should keep the nice golden brown color without going to the full yellow. So we got that. Let's get our salt and our waters. So I've got some extra water just in case, because as we know, Doug Judy is finicky. Sometimes he likes a little more water. Today's a little hotter. He might look a little water a little more. It's a little dry in here most of the time too. So facts indeed. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Smells good. Alright, so I'm going 2 cups. It's 81 here today. It's still 80 degrees here right now. It was like 85, 86 today. And it's still 80 degrees in my kitchen. Which is good though. It means we're coming into spring and summer. We're leaving the winter behind. I know it just snowed for y'all up there recently too though. So it's gotta be a pleasant surprise to be into the 80s after snow. Down to 77. Nice. So just about a teaspoon of salt. Alright, so we're going to mix it by hand. It's going to be, from what I understand, the consistency is going to be like Play-Doh-like. Like it's not going to, it's going to be kind of crumbly. It's kind of going to do its thing. But we're going to set it aside in the parchment to kind of keep hydrated. And then we'll get it into a hot skillet, which should poof it up and then go from there. Welcome to New York. Every season in a week. Pretty dang much. Yep. Pretty dang much. So here we go. Oh yeah. There we go. Alright, let's get our hands dirty. Oh yeah, it's like... Play-Doh is probably the right word. This feels like Play-Doh. Or like kinetic sand, or whatever it is that they call it. I don't know. Because it's going to be served kind of like a flatbread. We're going to cut it open from the side and make it like a pouch. And kind of, you're supposed to stuff in the stuff in there. Yeah, see, we're a little dry, I think. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let's work it in. Yeah. Yeah, kind of like a pita. Very similar. I guess a pita is a flatbread, so it's kind of like a flatbread. It's not like a tortilla. It's not like an open face. It's supposed to be cut open and served like that. So, yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more water in. So it's not sticky, which is kind of good. It's not like a normal flour, like a wheat flour. It's not really wanting to stick, which is kind of cool. But the hard part is now I need to cut them up in equal pieces. Now I made this for, how many did I do? This is 12 Gorditas, 4 inches apart. Okay, yeah, so a nice Douglas ball. Holds up pretty well. Play-Doh is the right consistency. Kind of see how it cracks. Does its thing. I want to get a measurement on it though. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to cheat it. Oh, we don't need fluid ounces. We don't need milliliters. 65 grams or so. Okay. So we have 12 divided by 65. What's our quick math? Gotta hop off, call my dad, hopefully. Okay. Absolutely. Send our love that way to him as well. And I will call you later. I know there's some things going on, so I'll call you later. Hey Google, what's 65 divided by 12? About 5 ounces apiece. Okay. So 5. Nope. That doesn't seem right. What is going on? Okay, there we go. Hold on. Something's funky here. Something is funky. Let's do a tear. Okay. 650 grams. I'm an idiot. Hey Google, what's 650 divided by 12? 54 grams. Alright, so 54 is our number. That seems a little better. $71. Okay, that's pretty close. So let's get wet paper towel. Let's sit this over top of it just so that we don't dry it out while we're doing our stuff. Alright, so from what I understand, it's just gotta be now see I got some cracking in there. Let's try this again. Let's get a nice ball and let's go from that. Again, we're in front of a live studio audience here, a household of 5, so... Trying to prevent that cracking from going on. What are we looking at there? Is that... That's about 4 inches. Yeah. Right? Not bad. So just little guys. They're not going to be huge. We're making about 12 of these, so everybody's going to get at least 2. We'll get them covered. Doing their thing. Alright. We'll just have to use the... we'll wipe down the... scale afterwards. Alright, so we go ball first. Just like Play-Doh. Ball first. Feels like I'm just clapping. Clap everyone, yay! We're clapping. Now we want to go all the way thin. About 4. There we go. There we go. So we're trying to keep the cracks from going. Let's see if we can get... Oh, see, as soon as I press it, though, you get a crack. Pat, pat, pat. Exactly. TC's got the right idea. By the way, TC, your summer bowls, those Don bowls yesterday, amazing. The steak one looked absolutely amazing, and the katsu one... I mean, you can't go wrong with katsu ever, I don't think, so. Where we at? Right? That's kind of what it feels like. Let's see how it goes, though.
It does look like Play-Doh or like...
If you wash your hands, you can feel it.
Okay, sweet.
So get them washed good. Absolutely, those were fantastic. I said my wife and I are just now getting through Food Wars, so it is interesting to say the least. The food is great. I don't understand why everybody has to have an orgasm every time they eat food, But I guess that is what it is. Look at that. That's a little better. We're getting there.
Sometimes it be like that, babe.
You have an orgasm for food. That's how it goes.
Ah, you're right.
See what I mean? It's like Play-Doh.
Which one?
Ah, I was so close. I had it too. Gosh dang it.
Canada.
Okay, I think I figured out the technique to keep the edges from cracking. Just gotta roll it with the thumb. Alright. How are we looking on our Chicharron? Still looking good down there. Doug slap good serum. Neuron activation. Very, very true. It's definitely different. This is a definitely unique Doug. I've never messed with a Doug like this. It is like I told Drew or Doris here. It's like Play-Doh almost.
He's like, it feels like.
All right. So the technique is I'm holding it here with my thumb, and then I'm turning as it goes. Because the thumb kind of keeps it from cracking. It keeps them pushing in. Kind of getting there. A little short on that guy. A little short. With the hands a little bit, fingers manipulating the masa. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with masa. It is this is new to me. But yeah, I think let's get a little water on there. Let's just keep turning off. Stay on, my guy. Look at that, we nailed it. 54 right from the get-go. Oh yeah, okay. Right? Yeah, the chicharron is starting to smell absolutely delicious. That salsa rojo.
Had that before.
Huh?
In a breakfast burrito.
On the breakfast burrito?
Yeah, we had some breakfast.
No, that was chorizo. Does it? Chorizo is like sausage. It's ham and pork, probably. About 4. All right, so we're about halfway there. I know that normally they would be weighed out, but I'm just trying to make sure that I have enough for all of them. So like I'm rotating the Doug as I'm slapping it through. We're kind of like rotating it around the thumb to kind of keep the edge from cracking. Oh, I got some cracks there. Not bad, not bad. I'm not disappointed with any of them just yet, so that's good. Let's do one. Now, Jam, is this something that you have made before, or is it like something you normally get while you're out? Because the videos that I had saw was like a lot of abuelas. They were out. They had these nice camuls, like wood-fired camuls. That they had everything going on. They had the nice stone grinders, doing up the good stuff. And I was like, okay. But I imagine this would kind of be an easy easy and inexpensive taco and like street food as well. What do we at? We got 8. 4 more to go. 4 more. Big brain plays. I appreciate that, Doris. We got our wet paper towel over there, making sure it doesn't get
Doug Judy. I wish you were alive, Doug Judy. God will give you a high five. Doug Judy.
Like, where do you come up with a line for that? God will give you a high five. I think I may have miscalculated. We're only going to get 11 out of this. And that's okay. 11 is still a good number. So as I'm compressing with my palm, I'm like lifting and rotating and like pushing in with thumb. Oh. Oh, see, we got some there. Okay. It is a little tricky. That's alright. A little water in there. Yes. French core, how we doing? This is our first attempt at the Chicharron, actually. So welcome in, welcome in. We're hoping for success. It's down there in the corner. That corner. Actually, I could do it over here, couldn't I? Right there. Doing its thing. We're making our Gorditas right now to go with them. I'm going to get those done up here shortly. So welcome in, welcome in. Hope your Sunday's going alright. For anybody new and joining as well, my name is Widget33, Widget, Andy B, whatever it is you like to call me. Get together here on Sundays and make dinner for my family and hang out with everyone. Then we come back on Wednesdays and we try and learn something new, something different technique, different recipes, that kind of thing. So, no problem. Fantastic. I speak bad Spanglish. I apologize. I'm in the process of learning. Gotta get back to work. Alright, Chef. I appreciate it. Hopefully she will. I'll definitely, I'll let you know. I'll try and post it in the Discord now that I'm over there. But have a great rest of your work day. Hope it goes alright. Alright, let's get some of this wet paper towel onto here too. There we go. Oof. All right. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. We're getting there. 132 out of 50. Who knows? Who would have known? Okay, that wasn't too bad for the Doug manipulation. But we haven't cooked it yet, so that's where my last concern is going to come in. But before we cook it, let's take a look at our other stuff. Let's see how things are going over here. Oh yeah. That's looking tasty. It's smelling tasty and it's looking tasty. Pretty good smash on there. Get some of them in there. Thank you. Well, hopefully, fingers crossed. This is our first time making it, so we're hoping that everything's going to turn out good on that one. We've been in for about, they've been going for about an hour or so. Maybe an hour and a half. We're going to get our rice in here real quick. And then we'll get our gorditas done. And then we should be ready to eat. About 2 hours? Yeah, okay, Taurus, it's been 2 hours. I need to get my tomato and onion stuff cut up for our condiments as well. And get some cilantro cut up. We got the onion, tomato. We do have some queso cheese to mix in into as well. Let's get that rice started here real quick. Yeah, we'll take a good look at that while we're doing it. Now I apologize, I didn't have enough time to do all the rice. Look it up. We use this one a lot. I like it. It's got a decent enough flavor. And it makes it easier for most weeknights. So it's something I have readily available. 1 2/3 cup. Olive oil. Man, I am so hungry now. All I can do is smell this. Hold on a second. We're sweating in the kitchen today. It's a warm one. It is still 80 degrees. We're gonna have to work on some cooling action. For this summer, because otherwise there's gonna be some hot streams this summer. Some hot streams. Alright, our good there. Let's get that out of the ways. Tomatoes and onions. Got those out. Let's figure out what we're gonna do these gorditas in. I think we're just gonna have to go big skillet. Probably do 2 at a time. Give them enough time to really do it. Just grill out your window. I could do it. It is literally right there. Like that window. Oh, you can't see nothing. See, it's hard to see, but right there is where where my grill is. It is on the plan to grill and chill, if you will. Thought about inviting a couple of fellow streamers that live in the area up to do a grilling stream. Good Burger franchise. Ooh. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Mr. Krabs. You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? We could do Krabby Patties. Krabby Patties might not be a bad idea, Doris, now that I think about it. Or a Good Burger, like a what do you call that? Like a pop culture reference burger of some sort could easily be put on the menu. All right, let's go back to. Is that the right one? Yep, there we go. So we still got our chicharron on there, which is good. We can keep an eye on it. We're gonna get our stuff cut up here. We'll get our scale out of the way now. We're waiting on that. Man, it smells so friggin' good. Add it to the notes. I appreciate that, Doors. Say we could do Krabby Patties with maybe some Food War style. Actually get some kelp or seaweed into it or something, you know? Try something different. so these are just for the garnish, so everybody can put on them what they want.
Really smelling good in here now.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That was, or Bob's Burgers of the Day. Oh, that's a good one too, Doors. See, there's so many good like pop culture reference things that we could do. And it'll have to be one of them. And there's plenty of anime ones out there too. I've got some of the stuff from the Sanji cookbook lined up to go as well. There's a few good things in there, and to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in the One Piece cookbook. It didn't seem like they really put the time in that they should have.
Right. It wasn't so much a One Piece cookbook as a cookbook.
Right, it was, and they kind of like pulled random references from the anime. I don't know. So maybe we'll revisit it and give it the nurturing touch that maybe it needs. Squeeze out. Is their knife really that dull? Really? I just honed it. Maybe we need a good knife sharpen. Well, we did do the Chicharron after that, and that was pretty hardcore. Right? We do need to do that. So just dicing these up for easy addition to whatever everybody likes on their own. Thought I'd squeeze most of this out. I guess not. Now we're still a little crumbly. Alright, gosh, I'm so friggin' hungry. So I know what I'm eating tonight. I know what Doors is eating tonight. So what is everybody else having for dinners tonight? Hopefully something just as yummy and tasty. There's our water for our rice. Hold on. Hey Google, set a timer for 20 minutes.
All right, 20 minutes. And we're starting right now.
Already ate random stuff. Ramen, egg, pico de gallo. That's right. You have a bunch of. You got like the mix match of the week's worth of stream foods that you go through, which is good because you don't waste it. But it does lead to some interesting combinations. It's what we like to call here. We call it free for all. Usually one day a week is free for all or leftover day. So you kind of get a hodgepodge of the week's cooking and random things that we have throughout the house, which is a good time. Alright, there's our tomatoes. Yeah, I can feel you on that. We did most of our yard work last week, and Doris can tell you. Doris probably says I work them too hard. Yeah, definitely after a day in the sun and doing all that kind of stuff, I can feel not wanting to cook, not wanting to prep it up. Usually on those days, we try and either say order something, do a free-for-all, or have like a crock-pot meal, something that's been able just to kind of roast all day or simmer and do its thing. Kinda. Run out of bags. Ah, okay. Oh, that's right, because you guys got snow. I remember you raked everything up, and then you guys got snow. You get another one. Yeah. I remember that because my sister, she's in New York in a similar northern location, and it was like really nice, and then I wake up the next morning and it dang snow. But now that we're like late April, we should be done. She said it was 80 degrees in upstate New York today, so hopefully we're past it at this point and we're into the spring times and the good stuff. Okay, our rice is simmering. Our chicken is looking good. I think our chicken is good. It's almost come apart now at this point. Let's make sure that these... I'm going to get another wet paper towel on this. Gosh dang it. The bottom of it had a nice time outside with me. And there you go. It's nice to get outside and do that every once in a while. Get some of that vitamin D from the sun. Spend some time disconnected from the matrix, you know. And enjoy the real worlds. Not all the time. Not a fan of it all the time. But every once in a while. Okay. We're getting close now. We're getting really close. Alright, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're waiting on that rice. Once our rice comes closer to done, we will get... Let me switch over here so that I don't look like an idiot. No, wrong one. So our rice is almost done, like I said, and then we'll get these gorditas into it. I'm going to use a little bit of oil and kind of like pan fry it up. Hopefully we get some poof on them. That's what we're looking for. So, while that's going, I'm going to move our chicken here. I'll show you the chicken. So I did the chicken as well, just like I said, because I have somebody in my house that doesn't eat pork. So, our nice chicken. Nice and done up in that salsa rojo. Really soft. Doesn't look too dry, which is perfect. Make a nice chicken taco. Poof, right? That magic smoke. And while I do that, let's move this to the back. Really, you don't want to light now. It's just lit. This fraudulent stove. You sent it on to me. You have to look at a new stove at some point, or at least a new igniter for that. All right, some oil in the pan. Where's my vegetable oil? Use vegetable oil on that. It is, and there is no other word that I could use for it. It's this front burner. It's just this one burner that doesn't ever want to light. Like it was just on. It'll light every once in a while, but other times it's just like meh. No, not happening today. Alrighty then. Thanks stove. That was real nice of you. Clear some space. Clear some space, people. Yeah, upgrades. Upgrades, people. Who doesn't like a good robots reference? Let's put our salt back. Alright. And so now we should be able to switch overs. Bam. Alright. Those ones, no issue. It just lit. No issue. Oh. Get the pan hot first. Oh. That was the right one. Beans looking good. Rice looking good. So hungry nows. Whew. Wasn't sure how it was gonna be. I know it'd been a week since I'd been here. I was, like I said, didn't feel well on Wednesday, and we took Easter off. But glad we got up and did it. Doing the thing now. I've really enjoyed these cooking streams. It's kind of helped me, I guess, progress a little bit as a home chef, home cook. It's fun. Still enjoying it, which is good. Alright. I need... Let's get a plate with the paper towels. So we can get these gorditas as they come out. It up for a minute, and then we'll get started. We'll go on the first ones in. I'm trying to work with the ones that I worked with first, since they're probably the driest at this point, just to make sure that they don't fully dry out. So they need to get brown on both sides. Hopefully it should poof up a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And then we should, once they cooled off, we can kind of cut them open, stuff them in, do the thing. Feeling that heat, feeling the flow, working it. Sweet. You're correct, Doors. It is sweet. Means we'll probably eat here in about 15, 20 minutes is what we're looking at for eat time, which is good. Wait till I show you this chicharron up close, though. Wait till I show you it up close. Okay, first one's going in. I can smell the oil. It's definitely warmed up at this point. So, first two going in. Alright, 226 will go about 2 and 2, so 2 minutes on. 2 minutes to the other side, and let's see where we look at. So we're 26 on that one, 27. So we'll go to 29 and flip it. I'll give you a close up so you can see what I'm doing. Toasty. Got that sizzle. Got a little poof on that first one there. I got a little poof in it. I said they're a little smaller. These are about 4 inches. 4-inch gorditas is what they're calling for. We got about 11 or so of them. So still a good chunk of them. And we're keeping them covered so that they stay moist and don't dry out. And I said the 2 and the 2. I think this is not the right spatula. I think that's going to be my better guy. Oof. So this is a first for us here. We have never tried these. We've never made any of these. With these gorditas made, though, I definitely want to try making my own tortillas now. Though I may look into a press. I know they sell them at like Harbor Freight. I'll check the Amazons. I'm trying to give Lord Bezos less and less money, though. He doesn't need my money. There need to be some other monies out there divvied out. So, we'll see. Oh snaps! Oh snaps is right. Alright, let's see. Not bad, not bad. We got a little poof in there. You can kind of see that one brown spot in the middle. It's got a little bit of poof. It definitely smells good. It's got that corn smell to it. It just smells like fresh tortillas or fresh gorditas. I need my immersion blender. Well, let's go home and grab my immersion blender. Oh! We good. We good. Oh yeah. Now we're really smelling good. From gorditas that don't poof enough. And that's what I think is what could happen there. Of jam, it could be the sopa or a gordita. We're running a thin line there. We're talking millimeters difference. They were poofing up a little bit, which is nice, because I made them, they said to go about like a bottle cap thick. So they're about anywhere from like a half a centimeter to a centimeter thick. So not too thick, but you never know. Yeah, they might end up as sopas. Toasty! Toasty! Alright, our rice is looking good. It's got about 5 minutes or so on it. Alright, these guys are gonna come off. Next batch on. So the other technique that I saw that I may try at a later date was they use some baking powder mixed in to kind of help give it some poof, some leavening on it. So maybe that's a consideration going forward. But for now, we stuck to the recipe. We did the things. We're doing the things. And that's the way she goes. As we like to say, we keep moving forward. Yeah, see when I get them on there initially though, you get a nice, there is a poof, I can kind of see it. It's not a lot, they're not huge or anything, but there is a good poof on it. So there is some separation. Once it cools down, I'm going to try and get the knife and see if I can get it cut. Kind of see what it looks like. But again, even if they come out as sopas, I'll be fine with that too, because the Chicharron is really the star of this fiasco, and it has been smelling delicious this whole dang time. Speaking of. Let's do these guys a flip. Little flipperoo. Yeah, they said you wanted a hot pan, so let's get that going. Actually, while that's going here, let me show you. Chicharron is just about done, so I can give you a close-up of that. Ready? Oh, God, that smells good. That smells so good. I'm very excited to eat this. Very, very excited. So there's not a whole lot of proof on those, but these seem to have a little proof. A little bit. If we can get, probably, I'll do them two at a time. Two at a time is good. Pacing ourselves.
Yep.
Let's get our beans here. Some more beans. The rice is good. Oh, everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah, they're a little dense. They are a little dense. But I'm hoping that's okay. I'm hoping that's okay. For the first time, it is what it is. We'll get some improvements. Though I will say this has been the one thing, exclamation point menu has the recipe I used. It's actually a YouTube video. YouTube is great now about putting closed captions on most things, and then being able to translate said captions from any language just about. So most of them were obviously in Spanish in Mexico, and I was able to translate auto-translate a lot of them into English to kind of see what was going on. Now, before I did that, I actually understood quite a bit of what was said. I was pretty happy with that. I understood what was going on and most of the words being used, and it was only here and there that I needed them for it. Okay, Google, stop timer. Alright. Get a little more oil in there. Maybe pan frying wasn't the way to go. Maybe I should have deep fried them, but lessons learned. Still smells delicious. Get, right over here. About another minute on those. Spatchy spatch. We're looking nice and golden brown. Let's get, there we go. You can see it a little better. It's not as blinded, not blinded by the lights. Well, let's see. Can we get one? That one's going. Let's see if I can. It's pretty close. Pretty close. A little bit longer. Let's get a Spanish. Our lettuce. We forgot our lettuce. Alright, we're good. A bit more oil. We got 3 left. The next batch will be the last ones. So close. Alright, let's get some lettuce cut up for our There should be plenty. Go there for now. Give it a quick chop. Give it the Hong Kong Fui chop. Alright, so we got tomatoes, we got onions, we got lettuce, we'll have a little cilantro. Let's get those guys flipped. Still looking good, still looking good. We're getting there, Doors, we're getting there. I appreciate you hanging out today, bud. You know, Sundays are always kind of iffy. People doing the things and whatnots, but I think it's the best day for us to do it. Got you too, bud, and I appreciate it. So we're gonna almost ready to eat it up. And once we get our plate and our first one done, we're gonna go visit our good friend Mikey Sixgun. Again, is raising money for the Autism Society of America, so showing him some love. Alright, let's get our immersion blender out and ready. Them beans. Need another great gift from my sister. She is a great individual. Nice. We can do it. Nope. All right, last set going on. We're gonna do 3 this time. That's the last that we got. Right, we're in the final countdown now. Who knew? Who knew? Well, I mean, I kind of knew. We knew that we would be here someday, right? We were hoping that we would eat dinner today and not tomorrow. Give that about 2 minutes aside, right? Let's get all of our stuff out. Nope, we forgot our lettuce. Forgot my lettuce was up there. Alright. I'm gonna bust out my stuff. Yes. All right. Pulling out our salsa verde, which we made with hatch chilies. This was made last August. We canned it up. So let's make sure we're good. Oh, we should be good. She's nice and sealed. First flip, then do. Ooh! Little salsa verde in some places. Wasn't this? Ooh, gosh, that smells good. Now that it's open, we'll have to eat it in a certain time frame, but it is now open. Get some of this. Right. We're getting close. We're in the final countdown.
No,
You know any more of those cork things are? More cupcakes over there? Alright. Being attacked. Well, I guess I don't know where any more of those are. Okay, none in here. None in here. I do got them. Haha. 1, 2. Yep, 2 mores. We're so close. So, see if I can actually show everything off. The full prep here. I think we've done it. I think we have done it. Let's switch over. Boom. No, we don't need to see the pan anymore, so we can show that. So here is our nice yellow rice. We're looking good. Here's the good We have them beans. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And again, our salsa verde. So we've got queso, we've got our onions, we've got tomatoes, we've got some lettuce. We got the whole shebang here for this diff.
You gotta get shred.
Shred. So, see, we can take this one. See what we can get. Alright. May end up being sopas. That's okay.
The smell is making my mouth water.
So we got our nice little pocket.
Very cool.
Yeah. Not super puffed, but that's okay. So, let's do this up. So for our plating, let's use... Ooh! That chicharron though, I mean look. Looks delicious. Smells delicious. I know it's going to taste delicious too. So we're going to take some of that. There you go. Get a nice side view there. That's yummy. I'm gonna put a little cilantro, a little cheese. Just get a little bit of everything on there. Oh, where's my... Where did it go?
What you looking for?
Looking for the quarter cup, but I'll use the half cup or third cup. Get a nice little rice mound. And I need my spoon for the beans. Use that guy. Because I can, I'll put a little cheese on those too. There we go. We have Chicharron prensado Gorditas with some refried beans and some yellow rice. So now comes the crucial part. And obviously, we're gonna go straight for the bite and the gordita first. Proud of you, Jam. Thank you. Thank you so much. You provided this. I really appreciate it. This is only the first attempt. There will be many more attempts now that I know that I can do it. My my masa technique will definitely improve. Senor Douglas Judy his days are numbered. Because now I want to try tortillas. We're gonna get sopas right. We're gonna come back and revisit these gorditas and get it pretty good. So again, thank you so much for requesting this and for bringing the chicharron. You are amazing, sir. Can we get some hype in the chat, George? Thank you for that hype in the chat for Jam. I appreciate that. So let's switch over. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. It's perfect. It's like a pulled pork almost. It's salty. It's got a little bit of that oil in there. It's a little fatty. That salsa rojo is not too spicy. I probably could have kicked it up another notch, but with everybody eating, it's probably the better idea. That's friggin' delicious. It's absolutely delicious. The Gorditas got that nice masa taste. Alright, let's try the rest of it real quick. Now my beans, I'm good with my beans. My beans are usually always on point. I'm happy with those. And the rice. The good stuff. Let's come back to the real thing. Let's come back to the real guy. You see this? You see all that goodness? What you doing?
Can you give me a sandwich? Because I can't eat the pork.
I made chicken.
You did?
Yeah. That's like.
I didn't know that. You said
Gotta love when
pork,
people in the house
so-
watch stream. Oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing. I don't know much more to say. This is other than I want to eat a ton of this right now. So I'm gonna take this opportunity here to switch over real quick, so that let me wrap it up and I'll let everybody come eat. Give me like 5 minutes, alright? 5 minutes. So all I want to say is, thank you guys so much. Streaming has been an amazing time. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying the learning process, hanging out with you guys, trying amazing food like this, and incorporating it into my routine. This is definitely going to be one of those. I'll have to figure out how I can get some more of this. If I can get it here, or we may have to use a connection there to get some more of this up here, because this is bomb. So again, thank you to everybody that stopped in today. Everybody that said hello. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you enjoy your Sundays. It's going to be another heckin' week for me this week. I am on overtime. But we're still doing Wednesday stream. So, not getting out of that. I should be home in time to do it and get set up. Doors, you're going to have to help me set up the PC on Wednesday so that I can be good to go. But I don't know what's on the schedule just yet this week. We'll see. We will see. Gotcha, I appreciate it. But for me and everybody here in the household, just want to say thank you. Have a great night. Be safe. And I hope you have something just as delicious. Alright guys, have a good one.
What's going on? Thank you so much, man. How are you doing tonight? How'd those chicharrones turn out, my dude?